Winnipeg, left, has a long hockey history, and Las Vegas has a short one. Both cities are experiencing the Western Conference Finals for the first time. CreditJason Halstead / Getty Images, Ethan Miller / Getty Images, May 11, 2018. The glittering pageantry of Las Vegas, the NHL's newest market, meets the whiteout of Winnipeg, Manitoba, a dyed-in-the-wool hockey town, in perhaps the most improbable conference finals matchup in N.H.L. history. The Winnipeg Jets, who missed the playoffs last season, finished with the second-best record in the league, defying most prognosticators. Even fewer predicted that the expansion Vegas Golden Knights would win the Pacific Division in their inaugural season. A $100 preseason wager on Vegas to win the Stanley Cup will pay roughly $50,000 if the Golden Knights go all the way. Like the Washington Capitals in the East, these franchises have never won the Stanley Cup, meaning there is a 75% chance that the N.H.L. will crown a first-time champion in June. The Jets blitzed the Wild in 5 games in Round 1, outscoring Minnesota 7-0 in Games 4 and 5. They then took a fierce 7-game series from the President's Trophy-winning Predators, including a rally from a 3-0 deficit in Game 3. After being the best home team during the season, the Jets were buoyed in Round 2 by 3 road victories in Nashville. But the Jets had only one day off between winning Game 7 in Nashville on Thursday and hosting Game 1 of the conference finals on Saturday. Vegas has rarely trailed on the way to an 8-2 postseason record, tied with the Tampa Bay Lightning for the best mark in the playoffs. Neither Vegas nor Winnipeg has lost consecutive games in these playoffs. After spending over 3.5 months in first place in the Pacific Division, the Golden Knights swept the Los Angeles Kings in the first round, with goalie Marc-Andre Fleury allowing a mere 3 goals in 4 games. They tamed a fast, potent San Jose Sharks attack in Round 2 as Fleury bookended the series with 2 more shutouts. Image Dustin Byfuglien sets the tone for the physically imposing Jets. Credit Trevor Hagan / the Canadian Press, via Associated Press. With a healthier defense, elite goaltending and arguably the best top 6 forward group in the West, the Jets soared into contender status this season. Winnipeg has protected its net well, controlled rebounds and used effective defense to initiate transition offense. Connor Hellebuyck halted a dizzying goaltending carousel that often saw half a dozen netminders compete for starts in the past 2 seasons. He was an All-Star and a Vezina Trophy finalist during the regular season, success he has carried into the playoffs. Winnipeg has not been remarkable on special teams, but its 36 even-strength goals are the most of any team in the playoffs. Center Mark Scheifele leads the playoffs in goals with 11, after scoring 7 times in Round 2. Paul Stastny, a trade deadline acquisition, has provided outstanding defense, timely scoring and veteran leadership. He had 10 points against Nashville and has 6 goals in 12 playoff games after scoring only 16 goals during the regular season. The Jets are a physically imposing team. Patrick Lane, who led the team with 44 goals, is 6'4", and the checking center Adam Lowry is 6'5". Defenseman Dustin Byfuglien is 6'5" and 260 pounds, and they all look up to the 6'8" defenseman Tyler Myers. Byfuglien set the tone early against Nashville with big hits, and during one skirmish tossed around Dustin Watson and Roman Josi, both more than 200 pounds, as if they were made of paper. Vegas saw its 3rd and 4th line forwards excel in Round 1, providing tight checking, energetic play and some scoring in a series in which goals proved scarce. In Round 2, Vegas's top line dominated the Sharks. Left wing Jonathan Marchessault recorded 3 multiple-point games on the way to scoring 9 of his 11 playoff points against San Jose, and his line mates William Karlsson and Riley Smith had 16 of their 21 postseason points in the second round. Left wing David Perron returned from injury and has continued his evolution into an elite playmaker with 7 assists in 8 games. The Golden Knights have suffocated opponents with checking that thrives on team speed, depth and sound position. Goalie Marc-Andre Fleury He and forward William Karlsson were crucial to the Golden Knights' success in the second round. CreditJason Miller/Getty Images on defense. The Knights mix the finesse of Nate Schmidt, Shea Theodore and Colin Miller with the ruggedness of Derek England, Braden McNabb and John Merrill, a group whose whole has remained far greater than the sum of its low-profile parts. The Vegas penalty kill is the most effective one among teams remaining in the playoffs. The Knights have gotten career years from most of their roster, but Fleury has been their early favorite for the Connecticut Smythe Trophy. He leads every major statistical category for goaltenders in the playoffs. Playoff history by Fulian. Winnipeg's top defenseman, won the Stanley Cup as a forward with Chicago in 2010. He is the only Jets player with any Stanley Cup Finals experience. Vegas has Fleury, a three-time Cup winner with the Pittsburgh Penguins, and wing James Neal, who played in last year's finals with Nashville. Vegas is only beginning to shape its legacy with an auspicious beginning, but Winnipeg's complex playoff history spans leagues and franchises. The Jets originated in the World Hockey Association, where they won 3 championships and made 5 finals appearances in 7 seasons. In the N.H.L., their fortunes worsened. They won only 2 playoff series, both in the first round, from 1980 to 1996. Then the original franchise moved to Arizona and became the Coyotes. The Coyotes have won 2 playoff series since, both in 2012. The current Jets were the Atlanta Thrashers until 2011. They had never won a playoff series in Atlanta or Winnipeg until this season. Series schedule: all times Eastern, X if necessary. Saturday, Vegas at Winnipeg, 7 p.m. Monday, Vegas at Winnipeg, 8 p.m. BCS. And Wednesday, Winnipeg at Vegas, 9 p.m. BCS. And Friday, May 18th, Winnipeg at Vegas, 8 p.m. NBCS. And next Sunday, May 20th, Vegas at Winnipeg, 3 p.m. NBCX. Tuesday, May 22nd, Winnipeg at Vegas, 9 p.m. NBCS. And next Thursday, May 24th, Vegas at Winnipeg, 8 p.m. NBCSN.